Aw, man, I almost forgot what it was like to talk about Leafs losses. I know, and that's hard to do for us. Like, the last thing I want to talk about today is a Leafs loss. Well, I mean, we could talk about... I realized after I said it. Roll the intro. Hi, everyone. Hello. The Leafs won a thing! Austin Matthews. Moto, Wonder Dream, and... Well, time for a rebuild. This team is ruining my life. Leafs lose. Oh. 5-2 to the New York Rangers. But if you only count goals from guys who were Leafs last year, the Leafs won 4-3, so yeah! Damn it, Grabner. Alright, let's talk about this game that didn't have Morgan Rielly in it, and instead had Frank Corrado in it. Hey, Frankie! Free Frankie! All I'm doing is cheering for him to have a good game. Oh, look, he's on the ice right now. Oh, heavens. I don't really think this was his screw-up, but he's on the ice. The Rangers send it to the point. No one's covering the point. And Brady... What the hell is this guy's name? Brady... Ski. One sec, before I talk about this guy, Brady Ski. What kind of a name is that? Lakeville, Minnesota. That doesn't help. This guy was a first-round pick. 2 goals, 17 assists, 19 points in 45 games. That's not bad. Oh, he's a defenseman? This guy is a... Why aren't the Rangers talking more about this guy? Stop talking about how Lundqvist is struggling and talk about Brady Squeegee kid. That's a good... He's a rookie. Squeegee kid. I like that. And I tell you what, he was cleaning up in this game. 1-0 Rangers. But that's okay. Don't you worry, you little head, because the Leafs are on home ice, and you know what that means. Some combination of, it doesn't really matter what order, JVR to Marner to Bozak, and in! Bozlayer to the rescue, his 11th, and Marner with his 27th assist. This kid is disgusting! Tie game. And Frankie was on the ice for that one too. But not long after that, Leafs looking shaky in their defensive zone, Freddie looking shaky in his net, and Pavel Buchnevich, another Rangers rookie, apparently the Leafs aren't the only team that can do it, scores, and it's a 2-1 Rangers lead heading into intermission. But not before the Rangers almost score again, and Freddie is flopping all over the place. Question of the game. Freddie was so good for so long this season. Like, who's the Leafs MVP so far? Matthews has been the Leafs' best player. I don't think there's any debating that, but MVP, most valuable player, doesn't necessarily mean best. Marner's been the best playmaker. Matthews has been the best goal scorer. Freddie, obviously the best goalie. But we saw a game where Matthews scored 4 goals and it didn't matter because Freddie had an off night and the Leafs lost. After a rocky start, Freddie has been amazing, stealing a lot of games for the Leafs. I would argue he's been the most valuable part of all this. So my question is, did we get used to an unrealistic standard for Freddie Anderson? Because I know it's just a very small sample, but that is back-to-back games with brutal, sloppy, shaky first periods. About halfway through the second, again, Freddie looking shaky. JT Miller just shoots it out. Oh wait, no, that went off Hunwick's face. You can't really blame Freddie for that. JT Miller with his 15th. The Rangers putting on a show in this one, and I thought it was a bit of a statement. Because Brady S, whatever we're gonna call him, he's only 22. Buchnevich is 21. JT Miller's only 23. I think that we think of the embodiment of a team as their best player or the face of that team. Henrik Lundqvist is the face of the Rangers, or at least he's been that way for a very long time. So what are the Rangers? Swedish, handsome, and getting kind of old. Until you actually look at their team and only one of their top 15 scorers is over 30 years old. 4 of their top 5 scorers are 25 and under. And Michael Grabner, the Rangers' leading goal scorer, especially after this game, which we'll get to, it seems like he's been around forever. He's one of those guys who seems like he's been around forever. He's only 28. Yes, Lundqvist's contract does get a little scary, but you want to talk about rebuilding on the fly. The Rangers are quietly one of the standards in the league for this. All right. So, the Rangers are winning. The Leafs tried this against Buffalo. Let's see if they can come back. Leafs on the penalty kill, applying pressure. Zach Hyman, yoink, takes it, runs in front, and snipes it on Lundqvist. 3-2. The Leafs are coming back. Relatively late in the second, Hyman scores a T-Pain, and all of a sudden the Leafs are within 1 heading into the third, which means one of 2 things I've learned over the years. The one potential is the Leafs come back and they make me happy. The standard I have kind of gotten used to over the last little while. Or the standard that I am much more accustomed to. They're gonna lose in a heartbreaking fashion. Oh, the Rangers score with about 5 minutes left. Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty sad. Oh, what's that? It's a shorthanded goal. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Oh, and it's Michael Grabner. There it is! How'd he score? On a breakaway, you bet! Death, taxes, former Leafs scoring on the Leafs. And doing it in ways that they weren't able to do it for the Leafs. Michael Grabner scoring on a breakaway, which apparently he's been doing all season long. Mike! Who am I kidding? I was a huge fan of Michael Grabner. I kind of wanted the Leafs to bring him back, but Mike! This always happens. Like, you just know the Leafs playoffs fate is gonna come down to the end of the season. They're gonna go to a shootout against the Penguins, and Phil Kessel is finally gonna score in the shootout. Steve, why would you even say that? Dangle Jinx. Oh, you're acting like the Dangle Jinx has the same amount of power as the Leafs' heartbreaking power. The voodoo, wizardry, and BS I have come to know. Leafs now have to get 2 goals in the last 5 minutes, unless, of course, the Rangers score an empty netter. You bet! Michael Grabner with the ENG. Did I mention that Grabner shorty was his 20th goal of the season? Leafs lose a 4-2 game, 5-2. So, is that the end of the world? No. Leafs have been unbelievably hot recently. They're playing one of the better teams in the NHL, who the Leafs beat last week, by the way, and the Leafs are without Morgan Rielly. It's expected that they're going to struggle. This is their first full game without him. Now, let's talk about something. Frankie. Now, I saw some people going, well, I hope this puts to rest ever playing Frank Corrado ever again. And I'm like, oh, Mike Babcock's on Twitter. Hey, did Corrado look great? No. But we could have seen this coming. I've been screaming it all year. It doesn't matter what kind of shape Corrado is in. How could we possibly expect him to be crisp, to be acclimatized to playing hockey when he's not playing hockey? That was his second game at a 43. What about the conditioning stint? Oh yeah, he's all better now. Like, that's still not enough. And I'm not trying to make excuses for the guy, but I didn't expect Frank Corrado to be an all-star. I will say this though. This is your window, Frankie. This is it. If you want to make an impression, if you want to give the Leafs a reason to keep you, to hold on to you, you gotta do it now. Riley's only day to day. He could be coming back any game now. Maybe he'll only miss 2 games, 3 games. Maybe he's coming back next game. And you only got 2 games under your belt, and the Leafs lost both. And I know that's not your fault, but you got a penalty in the last one too. Frankie, I am rooting for you. I think everyone's rooting for you. I think Leafs fans want you to succeed, man. Back up their faith in you with action, Frankie. Come on, you can do it. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Hockey Night in Canada is the next game. I love it. And also, if you're watching in Canada, I should be on Sportsnet Central tonight. It's usually around 6:45. Tune in for the whole show, though.